Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Soul Stained Ink. My name is Beth, and today I'm going to be bringing to you the 7 Deadly Sins tag. I have on a shirt with a cross on it, so maybe I'll be safe. But I was tagged in this by Cherry over at Cherry Walker. I'm not sure who did the original, but I'll find all the details and link them down below. Let's get started. Okay, so let's dive right into this tag. Question number 1, greed. What is your most inexpensive book? Now, I have one for both inexpensive and most expensive because I'm not quite sure if inexpensive is what they meant for greed, because greed would mean more. I don't know. Anyway, the most inexpensive book I own is probably Game of Thrones because I borrowed it from a buddy and he moved. And when he moved, he was like, oh, don't worry about it. I'll buy a new copy, which you can tell this one has been well loved. And I loved reading it anyway. So that cost me a big old fat zero. Didn't even have to send it back to him. And then the most expensive book I own in this house anyway is probably the Norton Anthology of English Literature, 7th edition, Volume 1, in the hardback instructor's desk edition. Now, I owned the floppy back of that when I was an English major at college, and it cost me, I want to say, about $100. So that is probably worth a whole lot more. And even if it isn't, it's worth a whole lot more to me. I do have a couple of like 2nd and 3rd edition Rudyard Kipling books at my parents' house in the guest room because that room stays really clean and dehumidified and all of that. But in this house, at least, those are my most expensive and inexpensive book. Number 2, Wrath. What author do you have a love-hate relationship with? Don't hate me, please. This is just my opinion. But it's got to be Leigh Bardugo. Most authors, I try your work, I don't like your work, I probably am not going to pick you up again. For Leigh Bardugo, I made a special effort because I did not like the Grisha trilogies, couldn't get into the first book. I kept checking it out, kept trying, couldn't get past like chapter 2 or 3. I tried 3 times, and 3rd time, you're out, we're done. But then Six of Crows sounded amazing. So I got it from the library, picked it up, read it, loved it, absolutely adored it, and have pre-ordered the boxed set for Six of Crows and Cricket Kingdom. So I'm going to have the hardback matching boxed set editions, and I couldn't be more excited. It comes out in like 8 days. I'm so excited. All right, anyway, gluttony. Which book have you devoured over and over again with no shame whatsoever? So I'm going to say for this one, a couple of different series that I've read just for most of my life that I absolutely adore. Those are Nancy Drew, Trixie Belden, and The Babysitter's Club. Not only am I 31 and I still own most of the Trixie Belden series, several Nancy Drew books, and over 150 Babysitter Club books, but I do still read them. I usually try to read a couple of each one of those every year, although I've only read like one Babysitter's Club book and one Trixie Belden this year, so I need to catch up on that. But that's kind of a wintry thing for me. I don't know why, but Nancy Drew and Trixie Belden are always kind of winter reads. And I just love them so much. And I like to suggest them and the Babysitter's Club to my students. All right, number 4, Sloth. Which book have you neglected to read due to sheer laziness? I've read the first 3 or 4 in the City of Bones series. I know it's got a different name, I'm sorry. But the Infernal Devices series, I bought the first book, really looking forward to reading it, and I just never pick it up. I always pick something else. I'm just too lazy. It's almost 500 pages long. I don't want to do it. And then I pick up, Chestnut King is over 400 pages long. The Clash of Kings is 900 and something pages long in the format I have. but I was too lazy to pick that one up. I don't understand it myself. Sorry. Number 5, Pride. Which books do you talk about the most to sound like an intellectual reader? Probably the Jane Austen books, like classics. Jane Austen. Um, Definitely because I love the Odyssey and the Iliad, and I've done so much research on those, and Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, and the Arthurian legends. I like to talk about those. I also love to discuss Edgar Allan Poe and the poetry of Sir Alfred Lord Tennyson and Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. I love Sherlock, and I love to discuss those as well. All right, number 6, lust. Which attributes do you find most attractive in male or female characters? All right, so for men, I really like someone who is smart and a little smart assy. I enjoy someone who is bad to the bone, kind of that bad boy with a good heart feel. And I know that's a big trope, but I really like it. I like characters like Ronan, who are tough and deep and dark and dangerous, but would do anything for the people they love. And are smart. Ronan is incredibly smart. The way he builds the world is amazing. And I love characters like that who have such a deep depth to them and are hard and harsh, but soft and loving in the right instances. I really enjoy that. I like it in females as well, but I really like a female who can stand up for herself, who is smart, but not necessarily, they don't have to be book smart. They can be emotionally smart. They can be street smart, just showing that they're not, no, I'm sorry, little twitch there. Just showing that they're not stupid. I hate those stories where the prince or princess or girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever is just like, and that's all they do in the whole book. Like, you're stupid. I don't know why you're a character. And a main character. I don't understand. I hate that. But characters who are strong and can take care of themselves to an extent. Like, I don't want a 4-year-old having to physically take care of themselves. But characters who are strong willed, sassy, delightful, I like those. Then, number 7, envy. What book would you most like to receive as a gift? Um, First editions of any of my favorite classic novels, definitely. Bonus points if they're inscribed or signed by the author, which is pretty rare. Uh, I would love to have an author dedicate a book to me and then give me a copy. That would just make my life. Or, just some of my favorite. I have this huge list of books that I want, or books that I own but are falling apart, or I'd like a nicer edition. I would love the hardback of Soulless, like Acacia Ives has. That is gorgeous, and if somebody wants to get me that, I will love you forever. I would love to get the Skullduggery Pleasant boxed set. I love books. You give me books, and especially if there's like the author signed it or you wrote a sweet little note and put it in there or something, that would just be the most amazing thing in the entire world. So any books. But I am very envious of Cherry's first edition book that she showed in her video. I believe it was Jane Eyre, maybe. Anyway, it was gorgeous, and I love the old books like that. So, yes. All right, that is all 7 of the 7 deadly sin questions. So I'm done. I'm not going to officially tag anyone. However, if you see this and want to go ahead and do this tag, please do. I would love to see your answers. Link it down below when you get it posted so we can all go check it out. And I hope that you enjoyed my answers. Come talk to me in the comments if you've got anything to say, and I will see you again soon. Bye.